What's going on, everybody?
What's
Welcome
up?
to Taco Talk Tuesday.
What's up?
Sorry, a little bit late, technical difficulties, but we here tonight. I'm glad everybody on the panel. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Hello, my name is Derek Green.
Danielle Crawley. Hi.
And I'm Aaron Bernard.
What's going on? How's everybody's weekend? Y'all do anything special? It's Halloween.
It's Halloween, yeah.
Did anybody have a cool costume?
I did, but I'm gonna save that to talk
Okay,
about.
all
Let you
right.
toot your own horn.
And this was like the longest Halloween ever, though, because I swear it started Friday, it was Saturday, it was Sunday, and Monday.
Agreed.
But I had a good time. Anybody
But you saw the costumes get progressively better.
Yes, more
So
detail.
nobody came out with the bang on last
It was like
Thursday,
everybody
right?
had they nice little light one on Friday and then Saturday, but Monday it was all
It was
out there.
all popping.
Did you go out, Danielle?
No, I didn't. I'm so boring. But my job, we had a murder mystery lunch, and that was fun. We had to figure out who
Ooh,
killed
how you
who.
do that? Oh,
And we had clues, and everybody dressed up, so that was fun.
that sounds good. I saw you, Derek. So
Yeah. with my
Wait, what did you dress up as?
with my natural costume on. Had a little accident about 4 weeks ago where broke my foot. I don't know if they can see that on camera. So I made it all the way up here to heaven, up to set today with crutches.
You did have the costume
Oh, yeah,
stairs.
you did.
that was a lot.
Yeah,
That was a
Stairway
lot.
to Heaven.
Coming up to the
Yeah.
Taco Talk 2, they said it's a lot.
About 30 stairs plus.
Are you counting?
You really
I
had to
saw,
come.
saw Joseph Dave Van Moore.
See y'all doing. All right, y'all. So we're gonna go ahead and get things started. Everybody grab your shot glass here. So this is Derek's first time at the table.
It is.
So we
Cheers.
always start things off with a shot.
Illuminato.
Cheers.
You know,
Cheers.
right.
You know the rules.
Cheers.
You
Let me
know,
know.
I know the rules.
Cheers.
Cheers.
When you're wrong.
Let's go.
Okay.
You just never know what these shots
You didn't know.
are.
That
Oh,
was
she
a
babysitting.
good, like,
She
oh,
babysitting. Don't be babysitting.
Yeah.
That's how you do.
She
that's
tried to
how you
hide
do
it behind the camera. I mean, the glass.
All right, y'all. So we are gonna jump right into hot topics. Of course, as you guys know, we are only a week away from election night, or election day 2016,
Jesus.
where our two candidates who are joining us tonight, Republican candidate Donald Trump and Democratic candidate Senator Hillary Clinton, will be finally knowing who will be president for the next 4 years.
Ooh.
But
That's stomach drop.
Heavy.
in the news now, so Paul Ryan, who is the House Speaker, he has been condemning Donald Trump for months. But just today, he told CNN that he voted for him to be president of the United States. Now, his reasoning for doing this is because he promised at the beginning of this election that he would vote for his party's candidate. At the time, not knowing it was Trump.
Every excuse that they come up trying to justify wrong. It never fails me.
Right.
No.
I mean, I could see him voting for Donald Trump. I could see it. That's the party that he's affiliated with. That's the candidate. I mean, I think a bigger issue is just how embarrassing this must be for the Republican Party.
Absolutely.
Like,
Oh,
you
yeah.
have to
Absolutely.
be.
Everybody.
They need like a whole makeover.
Absolutely.
For sure.
It's interesting because I found a lot of Republicans are doing the opposite of him. They're actually just not voting
They're
or
not
going
voting, right.
for independent parties, or they're actually voting for a Democratic candidate, Hillary Clinton.
The people that are not voting and the people that are voting independent, how is that hurting this and
No.
maybe even teetering the scales in Trump's favor?
I think I heard that Republicans are focusing on like state level politics now because they're like, this is
Yeah.
a wash.
Okay.
But I mean, I could see Paul Ryan, voting for Donald Trump.
Well,
I'm
I
not
think
sure.
the independents are impacting this, more so than ever, is because of the indecisiveness of the voters right now.
But
Whereas
I'm sorry.
no, go ahead.
Have you seen these independent candidates?
Yeah.
The male,
Gary Johnson.
Gary Johnson, so damn stupid. Like,
Yeah.
what was it? A couple of months ago, or weeks ago, they were asking him about Aleppo. He didn't know what Aleppo was, and then
saw
second
that.
time, I can't think of the man's name, but was interviewed and asking him who was his favorite leader from any country in the world. They told him to choose any country, and he could not name a single leader. He couldn't name nobody. Yeah. And you're gonna vote independent.
And you're running for president of the United States of
people
America.
like that are coachable, right?
They are.
They're
Yes.
not
You know,
bullying
that's a
like
very nice. I'm just
Yeah.
Right, that's a good comment.
They can be molded a little bit. You know,
yeah.
have a little bit more
Apparently.
Like,
Gary
you know, maybe
Johnson,
you should go
yeah, we'll
this
say
way.
Gary
Right,
Johnson.
yeah.
Okay, yeah,
So
sure.
whatever, he's stupid in my opinion.
Coachable.
All right, but guys, let's stay with Donald Trump. So Donald Trump, he's blaming Colin Kaepernick for the NFL's declining ratings. So do you guys have
Well,
Who is?
Donald Trump?
Donald Trump. He has nothing better to say.
So the
He's a
NFL,
fool.
they've had less than stellar ratings this season, and Trump in particular is blaming Colin. You guys know since August preseason, Colin Kaepernick, he has been kneeling during the national anthem. Peaceful protest, but he's been getting a lot of threats and
What Donald Trump doesn't realize is that the fathers now that was watching football on Sundays now have to go talk to their daughters about how they need to be respected by men. So maybe they get pull them away from the TV.
Right?
So he told the crowd, he said, "I don't know if you know, but NFL is on its way down in the ratings, way
I don't know
down.
if you know.
And you know why? Two reasons. Number one is the politics they're finding is rougher than the game of football and more exciting. Honestly, we've taken a lot of people away from NFL, and the other reason is Kaepernick."
He thinks this is all a game. He said it's more exciting. This is not a game. This is real life.
He's
You know what I
just
mean?
gonna launch his new reality show as soon as he doesn't win this
He has
election,
to.
and everyone's gonna watch.
Nobody-
And that's just gonna be that.
Nobody's gonna
Like,
do business with him ever again. So I mean, he's gonna.
Oh,
have
the
to force
people are
his way.
gonna do business. Have you seen people are actually voting for him, which is like so disturbing to me.
You know
like
there was a
lots
Trump
of people
rally in West Hollywood.
in Hollywood,
In
and West Hollywood,
there
out of
was
all
a Trump-
places.
A Trump rally?
A
Yes.
Trump
Oh
rally.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. My friend Kelechi was actually telling me about it. He walked past it and somebody offered him a sign.
Like-
And I saw that on Instagram, and I was like, "What's happening? Like,
Yes.
do you know where you are right now?"
Do you?
Is that what inspired that guy trying to take up his star?
Oh no, that
Before,
I saw
or was
that
that
interview.
before or after the?
That was
interview?
before.
He
That was
has
before.
like daughters and stuff, and he was just saying,
Some
Yeah.
people were taking advantage of.
yeah,
this.
someone had taken advantage of his daughters before, and I think he got arrested too, right?
He
Yeah,
did, and he's
yeah,
getting
yeah.
charged, but he also has like family money, and he said he doesn't care, he doesn't regret what he did. He's really glad that he defamed
Stand up
and
for
messed
it,
up
yeah,
with
what
Donald
he
Starr.
believed in.
But he also, I don't know if you guys noticed,
Cool.
what he was planning on doing was messing up the Star,
Mm-hmm.
and then selling pieces of the Star to people and using that money to go to like battered women. or
Oh,
something
right,
like that.
yeah, yeah.
So he had like a
yeah.
good
Yeah,
cause.
yeah, yeah.
So it wasn't
But
just
a crime
like
is a
I hate
crime,
Trump.
though, right?
No.
Donald Trump is a big
I
crime.
personally
Donald
don't
Trump is a
agree
big
Donald
crime.
Trump is a
You got to
crime.
grab him by the P
But
word.
that's another conversation.
When you have,
Well, I mean, justifiable by the justice system, you know, by definition.
And he is
If
defaming
somebody
property.
does something, they do something.
And he's-
He is
and- but he's-
defaming
but he
property.
said he's-
Sometimes
he's
the public
fair.
jury, you know.
That's fair. But, you know.
but he also said he's like willing to like to take on whatever comes his way. He's okay to accept the consequences.
Well, that's cool. Well, also with Colin Kaepernick, so Colin, he started a day camp.
Oh,
yeah, for kids. It's called Know Your Rights Camp. Excuse me.
Aw.
It was in Oakland on this past Saturday with 100 kids that were actually in attendance. The camp included sessions and coverage, a range of topics like how to interact with the police, college prep, financial success, nutrition, and more.
That is beautiful.
Amazing.
That is
Right.
amazing.
What reference was? It's interesting you say that because Huffington Post titled that same article as Kaepernick reaches out to youth to teach them about being Black Panthers.
Are you
Wow.
serious?
You know, I don't really fuck with the Huffington Post that often.
Well, I'm just telling you, media dictates a lot.
Wow.
Media does dictate a lot.
Wow.
And this is just someone, and they have these shirts on that just say, "I know my rights."
That's so beautiful.
But it's so beautiful, but they are being, like Derek just pointed out, their media is trying to play it as they're trying to turn these kids basically into white hating people. That's
But-
it, hating white people.
Even
So.
if they were Black Panthers, like that's a misconception about just the Black Panthers.
Yeah,
so you
right.
are just uneducated even before you start reading. If that's like what you're, you know what I mean? If you're being swayed by that, come on,
In the words of Tina Knowles.
that's right.
Come on, Mama
We can talk about this
knows.
a little bit later, but from the Solange album, she says you don't have to be ashamed of being black. Just because you're pro-black don't mean you
Doesn't mean
Don't mean you hate everybody else.
You're anti-white.
That's
right.
You're just proud of who you are.
As
Was
you
that
should
quoted?
be.
I think I was quoted. I was like,
It might be a little on the we'll check
But
that
you're
later.
paraphrasing. It's all
But
right.
it's good though. All right, and on the other side of the party, so on the Democrat side, Hillary Clinton, she's got some things going. I mean,
Sorry.
I'm still.
If
I'm
I gotta choose,
I'm still.
I'm clearly gonna go with
hashtag,
her.
I guess I'm with her.
I guess you're so petty. That's what you
Listen.
made your
Hashtag petty.
I guess.
But so Hillary Clinton, so the black turnout falls in early voting.
But then who you for?
Wait a minute. I don't want either one of them.
But
I
if
have
you
to
gotta
choose, so I'm
choose,
for Hillary.
he's going
I
for.
have to go with who we, with who we got. But you know, if we had another Democratic candidate.
Yeah.
Boy,
Anyone
Clay don't have a
else.
Democratic
Anyone.
or Republican
Okay,
party.
sorry.
But no, I'm just saying of these two. Oh yeah, I guess I'm with her.
I guess.
I'm guessing I can't.
You
You talking about Gary Johnson
So
over here?
right, Gary Johnson, he's coachable. African Americans are failing to vote at robust levels they did 4 years ago in several states that could help decide the presidential election, creating a vexing problem for Senator Hillary Rodham.
Well, honestly,
But you know, I'm first of all, like, I'm never mad at a politician for being a crook. Like, what do we expect, guys? I maybe I'm that jaded, but
we want
it
a
is what it
graceful
is.
crook. You know, somebody that's likable.
Well, they're
You know,
saying
you
that
want
the
somebody to
reasons
make you feel good about, you know.
the reasons for the decline appear to be both political and logistical, with lower voter enthusiasm and newly enacted impediments into voting at play. Like North Carolina federal courts, they accused Republicans of an almost surgical assault on black turnouts, and Republican-run election boards curtailed
That
early
governor.
voting sites. Right.
What's the governor in North Carolina's name? He is
Pat
fool.
McCord.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. He is really just like
It's
the
funny
devil.
because I grew up in Charlotte, North Carolina, and he was our mayor for
Oh
years.
my God.
Went
Of
to
Charlotte?
school-
He's the
Charlotte.
mayor of
He was the
Charlotte.
mayor of Charlotte,
Wow.
North Carolina.
What?
Wow.
So I'm
He's
very
a crook
surprised.
too. He's the devil.
No. Oh,
They're
good.
talking about Illuminati. It sounds like they got a little something going on now.
But stopping people from voting is just, to me, like, again, the oldest trick in the book. Republicans, you need to get with the times. Everyone is not an
Did y'all
old white
hear about
man.
that one? I wish I had this story. So it was a bomb threat, or a bomb went off in one of the Republican, like one of Donald Trump's.
Oh, yeah, in North Carolina.
Yeah,
That
in
was
North
a couple
Carolina.
weeks ago. Yeah.
And so, but basically, they were asking the Democratic Party to put your biases aside to help to give these people that Hillary Clinton should basically give these people in office to be able to get the camp up and running so that the election can be equal, you know, playing field pretty much. I'm paraphrasing like shit with that.
Well, what I'm
That's the
telling you
gist
is
of it.
that the Republicans did that shit because
Right,
I
that's
mean,
what
there's
it's
nobody in
about.
that building at that time of day, and only by thinking about
It
that
was
stuff-
nobody in the building.
Yeah. So it was like, start over.
I wish we
Start
could.
over.
Can we get Obama 4 more years?
Right.
Month to month.
Have y'all seen that meme though? Have you seen
He is
that
ready
meme?
to
Month
go.
to month?
Yeah, month to month meme.
Yeah.
The month to month
Can we go
one?
Month
month
to
to
month.
month?
There's a meme out there.
Oh, you saw the
that
one we
says-
did this meeting to break up, take some time to find
No,
out.
it's a meme out there that says, can we just give up and just let Obama go month to month?
Just see how we
Like
feel.
rent.
Right, I read and go month to month. until we get
Sometimes you
somebody.
just need to be like, I don't know yet.
I don't
Still
know yet.
I don't think he'll
deciding.
take it actually.
Nah.
Oh, Obama's ready to go. Michelle, she ready to go.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
And Michelle's so ready, but she's so fly. Mama, First Lady
We love you,
Michelle,
Michelle.
we love you.
We do
But-
love
And
you.
I didn't.
We're with her.
We're with her.
I'm with her. I'm with Michelle.
Yes.
But with Hillary, though, it's the biggest thing with Hillary is that people do not seem to trust Hillary. And she went through the entire thing with the 30,000 emails,
What
the
time
whole
am I-
Benghazi, the whole
Sorry.
Benghazi situation, and now once again Hillary is caught up in an email scandal.
Because they reopened
Actually,
the
she got
investigation.
2 scandals, but I'm sorry.
The FBI reopened the investigation.
It's been reopened.
Well,
and,
it's not
well,
reopened.
not even just with that.
There's a new case.
And
Oh.
Because of her staffer, who was Anthony Weiner's wife,
mhm.
they were going through that set of emails.
That's-
so it's
yeah.
not like it's
Right,
double
right,
jeopardy.
right,
They're not
right,
going
right,
back to what
right.
they
No.
already declared as not.
Okay, right.
I'm dying here because I feel like,
remember
what about President Bush? He had a whole bunch, I think it was like 77,000 emails. I don't know the number, I'm paraphrasing as well. But he had a whole bunch of emails that just vanished. Like, she's not the first person
Yeah,
to do that. And
I-
so no one gave him the flack, but they're giving it to her.
no,
So I just think it's interesting.
I would agree. And I do feel like, she is definitely, let's just be honest, she's a crook, but she's a crook in a crook's business. So, like, I don't
I feel so
understand.
bad.
What I
Wait,
don't
wait.
understand is
This
why
is so
everyone
bad.
is
I mean,
so
listen
shocked.
to this
Like,
though, but
90%.
Wait.
But I just think it's because she's a woman. I
Swimming food on it.
I think it's because she is a woman. Like, you would be more inclined to accept something like
From Bush.
7,000 emails disappearing or cheating in an election from a white man. But when it comes in a different form,
But when
or
did
it comes at
when
all
did
in a
it
different
happen
form,
with,
like, it's an issue.
former President Bush while he was in office?
I don't want to get quoted.
I don't know.
But Bush
I
was
go
the
on a
worst,
break.
and he was dumb. He was an actual idiot. He was just like literally
And that's
just
the thing, I
from a
think,
good
because
family.
Bush was just dumb.
He was an
They're
actual
like,
idiot.
This idiot hit the lead.
No, but people voted for him because he looked like them and he talked like them, and that is really the root of the problem, though. I don't
Well, why
think
you
I don't
playing
think it's
Bush,
fair.
the guy who was on Entertainment Tonight, he's related to the Bush.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. Bush, the guy who was on the
Billy, who's on the boat?
Billy Bush.
Busted Trump.
Yeah,
Billy
Billy
Bush.
Bush.
Oh.
I
Yeah.
was not when it first happened. All I said was, the Bushes had him go over there and get that tape. Because they didn't want him for
But he
president.
ended up getting suspended from his job though.
He did.
Yeah,
He got let go. No, he got
$9 million.
fired.
Yes, he's
Fired.
fine.
With $9 million? Because somebody fired me with $9 million.
They fired him with $9
Are you
million?
serious? I thought
No,
his
he
contract was
with his
that.
buyout, his contract was like $9 million.
Oh.
He walked away with his
He's
contract.
smart as hell.
Yeah.
But so
Contract.
still with Hillary and her emails, this happened to Paul Ryan thing. There was also another email that went out, but it was between her staffers regarding Eric Garner.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it was an email that went out, and what did it say? It was like, "Quote: I know we have an Erica Garner issue, but we don't want to mention Eric at all?" Question mark. Campaign spokesman Nick Morrell wrote in an email regarding an op-ed on gun violence. I can see her coming after us for leaving him out of this piece.
So he's a pawn. This whole issue is a pawn. We all know that Hillary is using every single way, every single person she can. But again, I don't understand why it's such a big deal. So is Donald Trump. So is every politician
Donald
in
Trump is
America. Like that's just. So I just feel
But
like.
I think they were doing their unconscious speak, right? We are conscious self. When we're our conscious self, we are most aware, right?
Mm-hmm.
They were literally in the midst of, and this is coming from a corporate perspective. They're in the midst of time, everything, and they got to make sure they hit all things on the agenda. Just like all of us have responsibilities when we go to work to make sure we hit those key priorities, right? So like, I'm not saying that it should not just be treated, because we all lose people. I lost my mother a year and a half ago. You don't want somebody to treat them as what it is because you have that emotional connection. I don't think the intent behind these emails, because that's why it was done in email, to really negate what was really being out there, more or less than them trying to make sure that everybody's issues were covered.
Yeah.
From that perspective.
I agree. I think it was business.
She didn't say this one right here. That was her staffers.
Yeah,
But if I was Hillary, I would write a letter for everything I do. I wouldn't send an email. I wouldn't even own a damn computer.
Go back to the
anymore.
old school ways.
I'm gonna write a letter and put it in a fucking pigeon and send it your way.
Oh yeah,
Because it just seems like technology is not her friend.
I hope she
not
learned her
at all.
lesson. She probably
But they,
learned her
I
lesson
feel
by
like they're
now.
on her. I also don't think it was that big of a deal. I think it was just them talking about business. and
Right.
getting things done.
They weren't-
they weren't
It was-
That's the
I don't think it was-
reality.
And I just feel like
Violent
her secrets don't match to what he's saying blatantly out loud about the wall, about like frisking and stopping frisking black
Oh,
people.
stopping frisk.
It's stopping frisk. He wants to bring that back. I mean, he's just so ignorant. He just says things blatantly, and it just blows my mind that so many people are in support of him. And so I just want to say I'm with Hillary on paper. I'm guessing, because if I guess that I'm with her, that means I might be with him.
Oh,
I'm just totally.
It just means I don't have any other options
You
lined
passionate
up
about
other
that
than
thing.
that.
I
You
do
want
not.
Y'all don't vote for Donald Trump.
Don't you
But
dare.
a bigger
Nerd.
issue though for the Democratic Party. So Donna Brazile, you guys know this issue. She was let go. CNN parted ways with her after it was revealed that she shared questions in March 2016 with Senator Clinton's campaign for a town hall event that was hosted by CNN and TV1.
Everybody that does not have the complexion with the connection that try to give a hookup gets caught up.
Can you say that?
So don't just let's word to the wise. If Donna Brazile can't get away with it up at CNN, you can't get with it
At your job.
at your job. Where you so FYI, either CC who you need to CC.
CC.
If Don, that's a good point.
And if you ain't supposed to be in nobody's
Write
business at
myself
work,
a
God said
note.
don't gossip. When you ain't supposed to be gossiping at work, you need to put your headphones on and keep moving because you don't want to even have information that you might be able to participate. in.
Right.
I have to put that in my
Right.
notes.
Right.
Okay? If you don't have.
But Loki, she pulled up her notes.
All right, y'all. So now moving on. So you know that yesterday was Halloween. There's a lot of, like we were talking about, a lot of really good costumes, a lot of ideas and things going out there. There's a couple of Halloween stories that just kind of they went south. So the
They did.
first one that we got are these two girls in Kansas that were dressed up as rape victims. That's the girls right here.
That was before they became rape victims. Oh,
No, she got a hole in her
No.
shirt and
no,
blood.
I was saying you saw I went to the cups and they were drinking.
oh
that
yeah,
was
yeah,
before.
yeah.
Y'all missed it.
So.
It's slow.
But coming back in, so while the internet's been talking about, racially offensive Halloween costumes and everything, because there's been several of them, you always have situations of blackface, which we do have when we talk about. These girls decided to go as rape victims, and the image, it hit Snapchat, Twitter, all social media forums, and the girls, they did not respond to requests for comment from any publications. But what do you guys think about
Where'd they
this?
go to school? What does it say?
Went to school in Kansas. They were in Kansas in high school. It doesn't name the school. It doesn't name the
In
girls.
high
So,
school.
and I think later in there it talks about the mother tried to clean it up by saying that they were supposed to be from the Purge or something like that, and then it kind of got out wrong. But either way,
But
if
they
that was
put, the thing is, they put, and it's in the photo, rape victims. It doesn't say like, oh,
The caption.
the
We're going from the
purge.
purge.
Oh,
Yeah.
it says rape
yeah,
victims.
yeah.
And they blur their faces out because they're underage.
So
Wow.
again, in the climate that we're in, I think with Donald Trump doing what he's doing and saying what he's saying and having everybody support what he says, we have that youth that's watching this. I mean, they're being. I mean, even as elementary school kids are being involved in this. I mean, these are people who he's speaking to, and now they're thinking that that's something actually to poke fun at. I mean, little things subliminally can really impact a lot of things, and people don't understand when you conform to certain things like that and condone it, then it then it could potentially make people have bad decisions, and I think that was a bad decision.
And speaking about condoning it, this year there was the guy from
looking for
Stanford who raped that girl, and then the judge was from
Is
his
that
alma
Dylan
mater.
Roof? No, Dylan Roof
No, he shot up a church. It's been a good year for white people. But anyway, no, but honestly, when you do things like that, when you speaking about just things kind of that seem small, letting them slide, things like that happen. There's been so many instances of sexual assault coming to light on college campuses, and really, I feel like this has trickled down into that. But I really don't play about that. Like, that's not funny to me.
That's not.
And
There's
just as
nothing
a
funny at all about it.
teenager and as a woman, you should really be ashamed of yourself. You know what I mean? Because it could happen to anyone at any time, and usually when it happens, people don't believe you. People make fun of you.
And
Wolf.
when you're
know?
making fun of a situation like this,
That's just not funny. That's not cool. Like, I'm very much a woman. That's just not okay. Just like I think Bill Cosby raped those girls, I'd like to say. That's not okay. That's not okay. I don't like anything having to do with rape or sexual assault. That's not okay.
It's nothing to play with.
Period. It's
If
not
you've never
funny.
if you haven't been
not
assaulted, have
funny.
never been touched in that way, you wouldn't understand.
It's
But,
not funny.
I just want to make it clear that I didn't get to say anything. I agree with her. Period. Point blank. It's not okay.
all right. And actually, it kind of segues into the next situation. So, University of Central Arkansas sophomore Brock Denton decided to go and
Southern states.
slap his ass
I know.
in, right? And a
This is
Coogee
a-
sweater, not a bad idea, but also blackface to be Bill Cosby for Halloween. Be thinking that's some real cool shit.
But I think it's ignorance a lot of
and
times
it's-
for a lot
and
of
it's
people.
innocent.
That ain't no damn.
It
ignorance.
is-
I think
it is-
sometimes
it is-
it is
I think it
ignorant.
could be ignorant.
I think it can be. I don't know about him, but I think it
Innocent
can be.
ignorance.
I think it really could be
he
ignorant.
No, it is.
No, because it's
No.
a cultural
That's
thing. Like you
ignorant.
think about
sophomore,
It-
but
no,
college
sophomore
That
where?
is not-
But
that-
sophomore
No,
where?
it's
I
ignorance
know.
that is not okay because it has been hundreds and hundreds of years of ignorance, and it has been built to make you ignorant. But I say it's ignorant because I went to Santa Barbara this weekend, and first of all, it's like the whitest place ever. I just would like to say
It's beautiful,
but also it's
but-
beautiful, and so there's no reason to leave, and you could just be there and be white literally your whole life, and you won't know anything else.
That's
and
right.
that happens all over America, and it is ridiculous. But it is.
I'm sorry, I don't
ignorant.
believe that was
Same thing
ignorant.
about-
Ignorant-
No,
it-
No,
it-
same thing for black people.
too.
My mother always say you don't want to live any neighborhood where it's too much of any type of person
right.
because you
Variety.
become ignorant.
You miss out on the real world.
Why?
Yeah, you don't know what it's like to interact with other
I'm
people, and
going
you
to
do
completely
stupid shit
disagree
like
with y'all.
this.
I think
I'm sorry.
ignorance can
It's too
breed. I
much
was gonna
out
say
there
ignorance
media
can breed racism.
where- no,
It
that
does.
is not ignorance. Okay, well then tell me, how do you even learn about famous faces?
There's
like
so
that?
many
He
people that
literally
never-
could have went into his room and it's like, oh my god, I'm gonna be Bill Cosby,
Let me
and
say
saw
that.
the makeup.
He
He
could-
could have walked by the garage through the garage and saw his dad's
I'm
paint.
sorry, I'm not.
Or
giving-
maybe his
I'm-
granddaddy was kind of a racist, but it was funny, and
I'm
then he
not
was like, "Oh shit,"
giving
you know,
it to him.
still
It's not
No,
ignorant.
I'm
ignorant.
not
It's
giving
still
him a pass.
ignorant.
I'm not condoning.
I don't
I'm
think
just
the,
saying
I don't. I was gonna say I don't
ignorance.
think it's okay. I do not think it's okay.
It's
However, I do
willful
believe there's a
ignorance.
possibility that it could be a form of ignorance, and I wouldn't doubt if he came and
It's
said I'm racist. I
intentional
wouldn't.
ignorance. That's what
It's
it is.
willful
I say
ignorance.
innocent. I say innocent.
I say
I
it's
say
willful.
intentional
No.
ignorance.
But it's just like those Donald Trump supporters when you're like, who is voting for Donald Trump? And
But
then you meet
people
people
are so,
who are voting for Donald Trump. You're like, where do you come from? There are people. It's just everyone is
Intentional, blatant racist.
No, but
That's
it's so.
what
But
it
if
is.
you listen,
Willful
if you have you ever,
racist, bigots, every other ist in the books. That's who's voting for Donald Trump.
Have you listened to any of the interviews of Donald Trump's fans?
And ignorant, fool. They're dumb.
And they literally think he's not a sexist,
but
he's not a racist, and they really believe
live in
this.
their own bubble.
They're in their own bubble, in their own
But
world. And they just see a successful rich man. They want to be like him, and they vote for him. He looks like them. They're scared of a woman.
Which is really
People
a
can be
mistake.
against something so bad that they're for something else.
And
Yeah,
it's
exactly. Because they're just scared, and it's
Yeah,
really
so it's
fear.
fine.
Let's be honest. Donald
Either
Trump
way,
is
I
running
think
campaign on
people
fear.
do ignorant things sometimes. I'm gonna hope that he was ignorant. I think
but-
ignorance can form and breed racism. But I'm gonna go with when you live in certain parts of town. A lot of people that aren't as cultured as New Yorkers
Yeah.
or LA people in major cities. He's in the middle of nowhere, right?
Yeah, true. Yeah, and also he might be like, oh, I know people get offended, but they're just being sensitive because he's not around anyone who
Central
actually
Arkansas.
is. He's not,
He was being
he's not-
ignorant. He was being
Right,
mean to
right.
Bill
No, he's
Cosby
not
for sure.
interacting.
I think he was trying to be mean to Bill Cosby.
The fact that he knows who Bill Cosby
Who
is.
doesn't know who Bill
to
Cosby
hold
is?
on. No, to want to dress up. Listen, no. To want to dress up as Bill Cosby lets me know that he has a television screen. He knows what currently is going on with Bill Cosby. He knows that was some insensitive, racist shit that he did.
So if we
It's
say
not
you right,
innocent.
can we move to the
No,
next
no,
topic?
but
or
hold on,
what-
hold on.
what's
He
the-
might, he might know that it's insensitive to some, but
Yes.
when you're not interacting with those people that far away think something is insensitive, it's kind of like stop whining about it. Perspective is reality. How you perceive things is your
They're in
reality.
college.
Your
I can
bubble
I can say-
is your
say-
But
reality.
there's so many ignorant
Okay.
college people. I've had people tell me, Aaron, you're black, you're not supposed to get good grades in grad school. I've had them tell me, I don't eat from black people. People said the most racist, and I would say, I say it was racist, but I
And
think sometimes
everyone.
it's more ignorant.
It's ignorant.
I hear so many ignorant comments, so that's why I'm at the
But,
place where
yeah.
But
I don't
again,
always think it's racism. I think
It's
intentional
ignorance, but
ignorance.
across all
Innocent
races,
ignorance.
there's ignorance. The problem is that when
Damn
it
it.
happens with white people, they have a tremendous amount of influence on this country, and
They
then
do.
it becomes dangerous. And they've, gotten that influence by killing a lot of brown and black people. But regardless, this man probably didn't kill any black people. He just is
Hopefully
ignorant,
not.
and his,
Just
and he has a
intentionally
long.
ignorant.
I'm gonna
He
say
walked in
ignorant.
that party
Made that
because he thought that was
possible.
some cool
He
shit.
thought it was
was
a
finna
fly
go in
outfit.
there.
He definitely
and
thought it was a fly
probably
outfit.
it probably was no black people that's supposed to be at
Yeah.
that party.
Who's gonna be there to be
However,
offended?
This phone makes everything worldwide.
thank you. That's my point right there. Because he took that photo right there. He posed for that photo. That was not on his cell
He
phone.
did
Because if it
that.
was his own cell phone, he probably would not have posted this photo for us to see it. He took a photo for someone with a cell phone, and anything that's on a cell phone is going to be on your Snapchat, your Instagram story, your Twitter, or it will get out some
Even
way
your news?
somehow.
I think
He
you-
did
I
that
think-
shit on purpose.
Well,
Give
regardless,
yourself
now
credit.
he knows that it is a big deal.
I hope
and
you
he
learn your
learned the
lesson,
hard
brother.
way,
It's not
right?
cool.
And usually, but through ignorance, you do learn the hard
Right.
way.
Hopefully
Now-
he
So
learns.
you've learned the hard way.
Some more ignorance for you.
Oh, Lord.
If that ain't some shit, I don't know all the details on this
Not
story.
going.
But another bad Halloween costume
Oh,
is this
no.
one right here. So Derek actually sent this one to me because I didn't hear about it. You have 3 black students in slave get-up, chains, and this white student is their quote-unquote master.
They go to
leading
white
them
school?
around.
Are you joking?
I don't know. I don't have the. I
Is
don't-
this a joke?
Derek, did you see any more information on this?
No, all I
Is it
saw
Joe?
was the picture. No,
All
no,
we
no.
saw was this was all we saw was the picture.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I can't eat.
Let
I
me
was
tell
watching
you,
my
if I
taco.
had a son who did some stupid shit, I would beat that ass every single
Well,
day.
why didn't
I know,
that white
that's
boy
what
want
I-
to beat his ass? Him dressing
No,
up like
no,
Bill
no.
Cosby.
Can you call me
But
and
you
tell
know,
me what he did?
you can't even have other people be responsible for you and your community. Let me tell you something, okay?
Yeah.
Like, really, what I cannot tolerate is that type of real life slave mentality. You done lost your damn mind. If those are my kids, I would beat that ass every day by hand.
Look at
What
this.
is that?
Look at this.
What is that?
These 3 boys are in chains and
What is
slave
that? You talking
slavish get up. And this white boy.
And well, look, their clothes are ripped, and
You need
everything.
more information.
Their clothes are ripped.
Well,
You
it's
see
on
that
me to
their
take out.
clothes
It's
are
on me to
ripped.
take out. It's
That's
on me to take
damn-
out.
that's
take out.
ridiculous.
Oh,
Well,
yo,
you know, me to take out
appalled.
sometimes
I'm
is really
appalled.
true.
No, but
no.
it's still a picture.
But it's still the photo
It's still a
showing that,
photo.
yeah.
It's like,
Whatever
the
the
people, it's
cap-
like the people on reality stars, but like, oh, they produced it. You said it.
At the end of the day, this
Oh, they
picture
edited
speaks
it?
for
That's what you
itself.
mean. Yeah, they edited
The
it.
picture
Oh,
speaks for
talking
itself.
about
The picture speaks for
That's
itself.
a, well, if that picture is what it is, that's a damn shame. If somebody, all 3 of their mothers need to beat that ass.
And if they don't, they need to call.
Beat that ass.
I'm hoping that they were acting
Beat
in
that
Black
ass.
History Month, and it was trying to get some
Reenacting
some
like a Civil War
reenacting.
scenario?
And black,
Probably
and they
not.
took this and media take. I took this from February or something from some
Media
like
takeout is
low
petty like
budget
that.
because they
Y'all
are
got me
petty.
feeling bad now. I actually did a piece on being an antebellum
You are an
slave.
actor.
Wait, hold on. Say that again. What now?
I did a piece on being an antebellum slave.
But
See,
for what
it could've-
purpose
It
though?
could have been.
It was
Jeffrey's
for
still
it was,
I know.
for, it was for a comedic. It was.
But this was for work. It was for work. I mean, granted, you shouldn't always be
Yeah,
jiggle
yeah,
for
talking about,
every dollar. But these kids, I'm sure, are not being paid
What was it? Antebellum them slaves.
But I'm hoping that they
You
were
gotta
doing
look
the
it up.
acting
You
class.
gotta look at the
I really,
email.
I
Maybe
really
'cause
hope you
Media
guys
Takeout
were doing this
is
for acting.
shady.
Because Media Takeout will take a picture
And just be like,
flip
and
it.
then she got herpes. So
Also-
yeah, no.
You said
But
herpes.
well, I'm saying Media
What?
Takeout be lying. They be lying.
Oh,
They'll
All
make
right.
up a lie. I
Oh,
hope
so
it's not.
moving-
Otherwise, you need your ass beat tonight.
Yeah, you lost your
All
card.
right, moving along, y'all. So our last story. Now this one away from the Halloween costume. So this was actually it's pretty sad. So this kid, excuse me, his name is Chase Coleman. He's a high school student in Michigan, and he has autism. So story of Chase Coleman. He's 15-year-old autism. He quits his high school cross country team after being attacked during a race. It's stories going on all over the U.S. and he got lost during his race, is what was said. And this man, he was shoved by a stranger who yelled, "Get out of here," while he was running. And this was on October the 14th. Recently, yeah, because the man thought that he was going to mug him.
Allegedly, he said he thought he was going to
Thought
rob
he was going to rob him because he was a black person. Right.
This kid had a pin, like he had. You knew when you run track, you
Right.
wear a uniform. They pin a number onto you so that they can identify you and what place you come in. So you see a guy running, and you think he's robbing you in a uniform.
He's gonna mug you.
And he's a teenager. He's like 15 years old. And according to the report, his mother said that he can't even ride a bike. So in other words, his motor skills are not
They're
even
not
fully
coordinated.
there.
They're not
So he
together.
doesn't even have coordination. So I think it's unfortunate because the other part that really bothers me is that not only is that gentleman picking on him, the mom can't even press charges because the county and the judge is not allowing him to press charges. So I'm
Why?
really, we don't know why, but the mom is pulling the race card, as some would call it. But I do think it's a race situation. They're not allowing her to press charges.
Because it's not like staying on ground when like he ran into his house. You know,
They were in public.
They were just running- he's in public.
He was running on the
Yeah,
track
I'm just
and he
trying to
lost his
figure
way.
out what else would be the rationale there.
They said he was running on track. Just anybody listening, he was running on the track and field, lost his way, and just kept running. I guess it's like Forrest Gump. I don't know, but he just kept running, and like not being insensitive, but he just kept running. That's the only visual I could get, and like he just ended up outside
Now,
the field.
all of us got that vision. Thank you.
Right.
Sorry.
So he got a little lost.
He got a little
check
lost.
around.
He got a little lost.
But everybody loves
And the man
Forrest.
plays
I
no
love Forrest.
That's a shame.
That was
Though.
fucked
You
up.
see,
It's
protecting
really messed
your own
up.
people. You see, that's just
Right.
And then the judge said you can't press charges.
because
Exactly.
you protect
Again,
your own. But
Black in America,
Black in America.
and
Black
we
while
can't, and we
driving.
can't kneel while the start
Can't
making
be-
But
Yeah,
you can
and
grab him
kneel.
by the.
You can grab
But
my
this is
foot.
what I'm saying though. This is what bothers me. I just feel like, you know, again, as a white person, you probably are ignorant to many things. Many things. But the problem is that
I'm
ignorance
mixed, by the way.
I'm not. But the problem is that what happens is that you take up for people who really are piss poor individuals, like George Bush or this man who beat an autistic kid. That's what you create. That's not okay.
For me, I
That's
love the
not okay.
movie Crash because it shows that we all have a level of ignorance.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think
We all
if we're
do.
not careful,
We
we
don't
can
live in a-
all be ignorant.
But we don't live in a world where that is assumed.
But I also
we live in a world where
but
there
I
are
also
levels.
don't want us to assume that all white. I have a lot of allies, white supporters that
Absolutely.
that believe exactly
I do
how
too.
we believe. You know what I'm saying?
And not even a
it's-
couple, a lot.
Yeah. So not to say it's just as many as, but we do when we speak
And-
about it, we should be.
We should
But
be
you
sensitive to
can't.
that.
But you
because-
can't protect. It's natural to protect your own. But if you
Yeah.
if you know you're in a position of power, that's when it becomes
I
problematic.
mean,
Yeah.
we have
You
we
know,
have
you
black
can't do
people.
that.
No,
We
that's
have black people and women supporting Trump. So just it's really a person
Who,
thing.
Diamond and
There are
Star?
blacks for Trumps, and there are
Diamond and
women for
Star?
Trump. There are Hispanics for Trump.
Omarosa?
And
Omarosa.
Omarosa's not for Trump. I think she said that.
But
in
he
the
on
interview.
diversity
her best
council.
friend.
She on diversity
That
council.
was
That's
the
a
most.
chair
I
on
think
his
she.
diversity.
Yeah, she shared
She
Wait.
switched it up on him. I think she switched it up.
Wait
on
a
him.
second. I thought she said she wasn't.
I'm just
She
she
shared
shared
diversity. Yeah, she is.
Ooh, we're
I
gonna
think
have
she
to
better
pray.
vote where
She's
that,
on
where that
the
check
board.
coming from.
I'm so bothered. But I just want to say I do like
Y'all stupid. Y'all stupid.
at my job. I'm one of the only minorities there, and there are tons of whites that are for Hillary and they're anti-Trump. They're not into racism, sexism.
All right, you guys. So that's gonna do it for hot topics right now. We're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back with viewer questions for you guys.
It's my favorite.
Come on, viewer questions.
Don't know if you got a girl. Don't mean to disrespect, but all of you rule my world. I even shots. Everybody.
All right, y'all. Now we're back. Now some. Yo,
That was a
keep
good
pouring. Don't stop. No.
It ain't but another shot.
I'll take it.
Get the swig.
So, y'all, it is time for viewer questions. If you guys have a question you want us to help you out, email us, tacotalktuesday@gmail.com. We'll probably tell you to leave them. But,
Oh no!
No, we'll really leave them. You just
but
like
really,
it.
that's generally a lot of the times. All right.
Oh my
Bring the
goodness.
questions.
Are we ready?
Ready like ready.
So, first question. I'm a 20-year-old college student. I've never dated anyone besides my current boyfriend. He's my first boyfriend. I met him in high school, but we ran into each other in college and quickly began a relationship. Now we're in our 3rd year together. We professed our love for each other. He has said, I love you. He's never said I love you to any of his past girlfriends, and I'm happy that he said it to me. Now, my concern is that we talk like we've been together forever. I think I'd be happy, but should I worry that I'll never know there are any other guys out there for me? I feel that I would feel a strong connection to, or if I have enough experience to know what love is.
Wait a minute.
She is
Girl.
20 years old.
They are
She
20
sounded
years
like
old.
me when I was 20.
What was that like?
And
You know what? I
What
thought
you
I
do?
was really in love with my boyfriend, and I was. He was the best boyfriend I ever had, but he was the craziest person I've ever met. So I don't know.
But crazy ain't don't mean they can't care.
No, he cared. That's why he was crazy. Yes, he cared. He cared.
Not too much?
And he was crazy, but I was too young, and I lacked the experience to realize when he was really just kind of like subtly trying to control the situation, which people do in relationships. But he was also crazy as hell. Like, will follow me. So
I really think that when you're 20 years old, it's the time to explore life, figure out who you are, what you like in a significant other, what you want to do for your career, who you are spiritually, where you want your place to be in the world. And I feel like getting married and settle down in like 2021 is just way too young. So if you're
But you
listening,
know-
I
where's she
really,
from?
where's she from?
It didn't say where they're from.
Oh.
But this is...
It's
go ahead.
No, it's
Okay.
2016.
So this is what I say. I think that now all of us here, having gone through past relationships, having gone through 20s and everything, we say that now.
Absolutely.
But remember, like you said, you were in that relationship.
And it was real.
When you are 20,
It was real.
you are like, you're in it if you're in it. It's very few 20-year-olds that know I should focus on me.
Right.
I should focus on my career. I should date multiple people. But now, my advice all the time to somebody just going into college, don't be in a relationship. Like, date and have fun.
And see here, and here's me where I'm very democratic in most of my approaches.
Derek's
All right.
also coaching.
So here's what I would say to that is that we who have lived our lives throughout 20s in and out of relationships and single can't give anybody any feedback that's going through that. So you need to encourage somebody like that to go to somebody that's in their situation and say, or who have been successful in that situation.
Who've
right?
been successful or just who've been in?
Who've been in that situation where they can really make a judgment whether or not they should stick
I
it
think-
out. Like I can't emphatically go and tell my nieces and nephews do not fall in love with the first person you see because that's not the one you're going to be with. I don't know.
I agree to that to a degree.
Yeah.
I just feel like in general, though, if we had to give a blanket statement, my blanket statement would be, a lot of people still find themselves like who you are at 21 and 25 is extremely different. I feel like the older you
different.
get,
I
the
agree.
more you're a little bit consistent with who you are.
Do you
So
like-
for me,
20?
there are 20-year-olds that get married and stay married forever, but in this day and age, I just feel like it would behoove them
Well,
to
I guess
slow
it's
down.
kind of like you can't really like tell. Like
can't.
my mom is always like, "How is your friend who's never had a man gonna tell you about having a man?"
Absolutely. That's
True.
what
You
I'm
know,
getting at.
it's
You know what
like,
I'm saying?
and that's a good point because
That's
you've
what I'm
never
saying.
been in this situation. So whereas
They tell you what they would do.
yeah,
Right.
like
What you
girl, I
should
wouldn't do that. It's like, well, if you were
Right.
in a relationship, but no, I feel like I was in a relationship all through college, 2 different relationships, kind of back to back. Sometimes I look back and I'm like, I wish I was free, but normally.
But you don't know what God was saving you from.
Yeah, and also you can be single after college. You can
Right.
be single. You can be single a lot of times in your life. You're not
Yeah,
about to
being
be
single during
45,
college
50
is-
tomorrow.
Being single,
But,
then you don't mingle.
And you know, I don't think you should be like going out there like hoeing around and stuff like that.
That's
you know
what
what I'm
most
saying?
people do.
I'm just
Right.
saying like just be open to what life brings. And I would say if y'all are that serious and you're debating where you should go get some counseling. I believe in counseling, therapy, and life coaching, and figure out like the pros, the cons, and then make your decision with an objective, I think, opinion.
So, Derek, your advice to this young woman?
Is to, you know what? Take it one day at a time. Open your heart, and just feel.
And Danielle?
I'm just gonna go say maybe take a break. I've been there, girl. Just take a
Aaron.
break. You're probably
I say
crazy.
go get counseling and follow your heart and pray.
Date and date often. All right. So next question, you
luck.
guys. All right. So this one's a little
it's
different
tough.
from relationships. All right. So I think that all children are beautiful to their parents. My 3 children.
Why'd you make me laugh?
Let's get through that. When you start off like that,
I was trying to keep a straight
Baby
face.
is ugly.
Look, okay.
Let
So
me sip some more.
my 3 children are of mixed race and a lot of attention. Get a lot of attention because of it. The boys are aloof about random compliments they receive from strangers. However, I'm worried about the pressure it may put on my daughter to be "quote unquote" pretty. I care more about my daughter's character than her looks, but I'm concerned that if I say this to I say that to these people, it will come off as rude. Also, I don't want her to think that I don't think she's pretty. How can I respond in a way that isn't rude to well-intentioned strangers, but at the same time allows me to make a statement about the importance of character over beauty?
I
let me
know.
tell you,
No.
Her daughter ugly.
No.
She being
Y'all
right with us,
you missed a very important part of that whole conversation.
What was it?
She is biracial.
Biracial.
And them
so
2
she
other
doesn't
kids
want-
may have come out a little lighter than this daughter.
Man.
Or the hair texture may have come out a little more coarser than normal.
Wait, but the daughter isn't getting compliments?
Basically.
She's,
Oh, I read it the wrong way. My bad.
yeah. She's a little
Because
bit.
the
So
daughter's not
let's
getting- she's not getting the same compliments as the boys.
just
But you
I'm
know-
gonna dissect that a little bit.
It's 3 of them. Two
Can I-
boys
can
and a
I-
girl.
And I want to say
And we
this.
don't have
I've
a
seen
picture.
people with all the right ingredients, and it just didn't work together. You know what I mean? And so maybe she might have the same characteristics and features as the other siblings. It just might not.
No, that's
have
what I'm
worked
saying.
so
So that's what
well.
my mother always
know what I
said.
mean?
She
But I mean,
said different features. You never know.
Yeah, you never know.
With a boy
they
or
say,
a girl.
They say
it
2
might-
other people make good babies, so I try to
Yo,
find
this child is ugly. She's trying to figure
Is
out.
she trying to
She's
be
ugly,
real?
you think?
Yes.
Well, you know,
Well, she-
okay.
her
I got
mother
something.
just
I got
told us
something.
that
I got
she's
something. I got
ugly.
something too.
Okay, go
She's
ahead.
trying to figure out a way not to kill her child.
But it could be her mother could be
But
white.
that does suck that the girl is ugly. Like the boy should
It might not be
ugly.
ugly. It's her
no?
perception.
She
My
might
thing
not
is
be
that
ugly.
it is,
But
Okay,
it-
I would say that, Derek. I would agree with you.
Yes.
If this were a only child, she has 3, so I think
that sucks that your girl is ugly.
Well, you know what,
because
can
your
I-
boy should be
y'all- no.
ugly.
what you don't understand is when you have biracial children, one of them can come out looking white, one can come out looking black.
I don't think it's about the skin tone. I don't think
They're
it's
all
about that.
biracial?
Well, let's just say they
all-
all the
they're
same
all
skin
biracial.
tones. They all
Skin
the same
tone.
type. Let's just
they're
let's
all
go with
biracial.
they're all
All
biracial.
biracial.
They all look kind of similar. Let's do that.
You know
And,
what?
but
though?
you know what? So the only question I do have: the mother that's writing in about this, is she the white one or is she?
That's
the
what I'm-
black
that's what I'm
one?
saying.
That's
but-
what I'm curious
but
about.
my mom always says some features that look good on boys don't look good on girls. She told me that from a young
But your
age.
mama
But I
not
wanna say
God,
to the
or,
mom-
I think
wanna-
it's true. She gave me examples.
I just want to say to the mom, there's hope. I think every woman and every man, regardless of gender, you should put character. Like you should work on their character.
Right.
So I would focus on a blanket thing where
Might
like
be
all
looking
your
at
kids
ugly
get character.
duckling phase.
And I was about to say that I feel like your daughter might just be in the ugly duckling phase,
Yeah.
and all you know, you never know what she's gonna look like in
I
10
mean,
years.
Serena and Venus Williams.
You could be ugly. Like,
And you know what they say? Let me shut up.
you could be,
phase.
yeah, but you could know you're gonna come out of it cute.
I had an ugly
like-
I didn't know I was going to listen.
I had an ugly face, but nobody
Oh,
was
whatever.
down
He was
it.
light skinned with green eyes.
No, I didn't.
Anybody with light skinned green eyes got an ugly face.
Yeah, you was popular. We know you was popular. They
No,
was
I
like,
had
you
an
got
ugly
green
face,
eyes.
but we all knew I was gonna come out of it. My mother had an ugly face
I didn't
too.
listen. I did not know. I had an ugly face.
I still got a big
I
head,
was
but my
ugly
head
and
was
fat
even
face.
bigger
I had
back
an ugly
then.
and fat face.
Ooh.
You what face?
The fat phase.
No, I was
Turn up.
chubby.
I just
They called me Chubby Cheeks Derek.
No, but honestly, I don't think you can stop strangers. Like, if you're trying to protect your children from the world, thinking that your sons are attractive and your daughter isn't, it's just not gonna happen. Like, that's like thinking, oh, I don't want my kids to be told that they're attractive too much. There's gonna be a time when they're not with you. Like,
Build the confidence. Like, what's your goal winning gymnast?
Simone
Gabby?
Biles.
Yeah. Just build confidence and
Yeah,
other things, and they can
Get
be
them
successful
really
in
good
everything.
at a sport.
yeah.
And I feel like she could be good at sport, at singing, at
Y'all
dancing.
told
And the
me.
truth
Y'all
is,
told
all
me.
your kids.
Like, ugly people a lot of times have really good personalities.
Oh,
so,
God, this sounds so
bonus!
mean. No.
Oh, no, just kidding. JK.
Honestly, all your kids need to make sure that their personalities are bomb. Because listen, if your personality is jacked up, whether you're good looking or not, you become ugly. So the truth is, make sure all your kids have amazing personalities. That's my thought.
That,
All right.
That's nice. Yeah.
All right, next question, y'all.
You live in LA too long.
Don't get a
I'm just
final
kidding.
word. Don't get a final word.
Oh, go ahead.
So-
What's your final
Oh, final
word?
word.
I'll be-
It gets better.
You know, just focus on the positives.
Character is very important to everybody, and she might be an ugly duckling stage.
Learn soccer.
Good and bad head. See if I can.
All right.
Asshole.
So do y'all want to do a story about a mother to her child or another relationship?
Relationship is fun.
Yeah.
We just did another child one.
Because I'm a relationship expert.
But these are
7
Okay.
years.
Wow.
so. I am 18 years old and I have a boy and a girl. I have a boy best friend who's also 18. I liked him the moment that I met him, which was exactly a year ago. He says the same thing for me.
Okay.
We established that we both like each other, when that happened, but we're still only friends. The reason is his parents have a rule that he cannot have a girlfriend or go on dates until he has moved out of their house. He's the only one that I want, but we have to wait until the time he can ask me out. For now, we're best friends, but it's hard not to want to hold hands and kiss in public and stuff like that. He doesn't like his parents' rules just as much as I don't, and he totally doesn't want to wait. But he says he will because he respects his parents and the upbringing for which
Now, what's the
they've
other,
given him.
now, what's
is
the
he
other
gay?
question?
Hold on.
No, I want the other
Also very hard. It's also very hard to not tell him how much my feelings for him have grown because I'm afraid he will react strangely if I tell him that I think I might love him. What should I do?
Is
I
he
just wanna-
gay?
Or what year is this? 1920? I'm just trying to figure out, like,
Maybe he's
you don't
gay.
know-
This is real.
What traditional values this boy has been
No,
instilled
it's
with.
his
Support.
mother. It's not sexuality is not dictated by
It's not, yeah.
the restriction of his parents. His parents are saying that he can't go do something.
I love him
Maybe
for
he just
honoring
don't
his
like
parents'
her.
wishes. I love it.
No, he told her that he likes her. He told her he liked
He
her.
said he likes her bad.
But
y'all say-
I
He
told
still-
the parking
he
man
still
that I
lives
paid
at
to
home.
meet her.
He
but,
still
like,
lives at home.
so, I mean, I'm just saying. Sometimes people say things they don't want to hurt your feelings. I don't know. I mean, I'm not trying to say he doesn't like you.
No,
bro,
I don't think it's
'cause
that. I think that this
He could not
it
like it
sounds
too.
like the boy. The fact that he is of age to make his, technically make his own legal decisions, but he's honoring his parents' wishes. It shows that he was just brought up really close to his family. He
Respectable.
respects
Well,
his parents.
I think he.
He's not gonna sneak around and lie to his mama if she say don't do something.
Maybe she
Because
he
some
doesn't
people,
like you.
some people are physically 18, but emotionally they're way younger. I just feel like he's
And that too,
taking
he
it.
could have been coddled.
He could have been coddled a lot.
Then
They
you
have
don't
all
want
these
him as your
rules.
man, girl. Either way, I just kind of feel like all roads
Yeah, I
point to
think-
like you
I
don't
ain't
want
got
him
nothing
as
to say
your
about this
man.
one. I'm plead the fifth.
Like, why do you want an 18-year-old who is like, and also like boys? I
They
feel like
18, they both stupid.
yeah, they
No,
definitely
but she's
are.
a little bit. She's not like advanced, like a bad way, but
She
she's
wants
not
to
like
hold hands.
she's able to move forward and he's not, and so it's like y'all ain't equally yoked. You know what I'm saying? You need somebody
Y'all
that's
mad
where
this
you
boy
at.
still listen to his mom and daddy.
He's
That's what
18
it
years
sounds-
old.
But he respects his mother and
That's
father.
nice.
That's the kind of man you want, actually. A man that
I
respects.
agree. I think it's good that he's
Wow.
respecting. I think it's good that he's respecting his
Wow.
parents. It's good he respects his parents, but dang,
I mean, no, you're 18 and like you do it, and also, teenagers they like sometimes they sneak out of the house. I don't know. I mean, gosh,
they're promoted
like,
9 months later. They
I just
don't-
can't relate because I just
I
feel like in
couldn't
high
either.
school,
Okay.
like my boyfriend was like, "When
Next.
are we?"
So,
having
Aaron,
sex?
what's your thoughts, opinions, advice?
I feel like since he's not moving out anytime soon, it sounds like I feel like you should be open to other options, and when the time comes, if it's meant to be, it'll be.
That was really nice. I'm gonna be honest. I think maybe he doesn't like you and he doesn't know how to tell you.
Ouch.
But he told her he
That's a
does
girl.
like
That's
her.
that's a
But that's a woman and
So
woman.
Derek, all right,
I
Derek.
don't think he likes.
I'm done.
You don't want to talk about.
I don't
that.
listen.
That's a hard one.
What's your?
From
what do you
from
think?
from what we were giving context to that letter, I don't see anything wrong with this young man respecting his parents'
I agree to
wishes
that.
while he lives in their home. Sorry, that's me. All right, y'all.
He's so
So
old.
if you guys have questions, anything you want to ask us that we could probably help you out with, email us tacotalktuesday@gmail.com, and we will do our best to help you out. We're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be right back to let you know what we're obsessed with.
Like he didn't even try.
Don't know if you got a girl. Don't mean to disrespect, but all of you rule my world. I even.
Should I contact his parents and inform them of his abuse, alcohol, cocaine, and ecstasy?
Let me see. If she would have called my mom, I would have been abusing more than drugs. What is in this? Meat and fruit?
Shit.
Hey.
All right, y'all, and we are back now. It's the point of the show where we like to let you guys know what's going on in our heads. So this is what we're obsessed with. And Derek, go ahead and start us off.
I'm obsessed with a lot of things. I just recently took on a new web series called Logan, the Logan series. Found it you can find it at I Am Derek Green, and you can also find it online, Logan. But anyway, so doing this it's about an African American man, a fluent African American male who's coming to their acceptance, and truth breeds truth. And so today, it's just random that I get on to a Facebook post and I see a picture where it sparked up a lot of conversation with some people that I know back in North Carolina about, if you heard this pastor is now pronouncing that he's gay and has a husband, and they were asking, would you listen to a pastor who was openly gay? And, for me, the reason why I got obsessed with this is because I feel like the black gay church, I feel like the black church. The black gay church. I feel like the black gay church is the nemesis to reason why people's self-acceptance and hatred is being kind of infiltrated within the community. And, this is supposed to be a place of safe haven for people. I think that people got it twisted because there's a lot of pastors with second wives that are claiming to be first ladies. I just want to drop that off. Just want to drop that off. So divorce is not acceptable in the church, right? All of us out here asking for the hookup, and you ain't paying full price for nothing. So that's a steal. So we stealing. We got a lot of people walking around here with their scarlet letter on of their child out of wedlock, and they're not doing it by themselves, and premarital sex. And yes, they can confess, oh Lord, I won't do premarital sex again, but they still had that baby before marriage. So so whatever we got to go to judgment with is what we have to go to judgment with on our own. And my thing is that don't judge people for what their actions are. Whether a sin is a sin or not. God is love. The God that I serve is love. And I'm a spiritual person that has the foundation of the word. And all I got to say is that if I believe what man said, I wouldn't pay my 10%. Because I would be putting gasoline draws on going straight to hell. If I believe in what the man said because of my sexual preference, if that was on the line for making that decision, then I feel like the things that I'm doing that are God-like, if they would hate me for being the person, if God says no because of one thing of the person I love, then that word failed me anyway. So I wouldn't even be disappointed at that point in time. So that's what I've been obsessed with.
All right, thank you, Derek. Danielle,
mine
got some big shoes to fill.
Well, I was gonna say that I it's so stupid. I don't want to say it.
Go ahead, come on. It's your personal.
Well, honestly.
Well, I said all to say because I was promoting my show, Logan. So like stay on TV.
No, but that was really beautiful, and really aligned with what I believe in general. What I'm obsessed with this week is, I just really have been working really hard. So I'm pretty obsessed with one day.
I should have went last.
Oh my God. I'm gonna make it too. So it's okay. We'll bounce it out.
I should have anchored this. You should have been an anchor on this one, Derek. Why you saying Derek? I'm saying Daryl sitting on the end.
No,
my bad.
I'm obsessed
But I'm
with
obsessed
maybe
with that
one day being like a stay-at-home wife.
I'm obsessed with auditioning for the Real Housewives.
And maybe just going to a lot of boozy lunches and shopping. But you know what? Let me do over. Let me just do it. This week
TV,
I'm
baby.
obsessed with my new blog that I'm launching. It's called
Oh, cool.
it's called Lush Life.
That ain't helping no better. That ain't really.
No, wait. No, but it's a business, so it's a little bit more
Right.
legitimate. This is me working. If you could just follow Lush Life HG on Instagram. I'm launching a blog. I had my first event 2 weeks ago. It was
Nice.
a really nice food and wine pairing, 7 courses. So it's about wine, but
Oh no, that's great.
Everybody loves.
Oh, that's why you got
that.
to send a barber. So you were up at what's my place up there? Saint
that's
Inez.
because
No,
Were you Saint
no, I
Inez?
went.
Yeah.
I went with my boyfriend.
Just to Santa Barbara, but Saint
Yeah.
Inez is an area.
The
up there.
mountains
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
like
yeah,
over.
yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to go. We did a wine tasting. Anyway, so Lush
Sorry.
Life HG, the Lush Life HG will be launching next month,
Awesome.
and that is my second obsession. But I would still like to be a stay-at-home wife.
All right, Aaron, what are you obsessed with?
Small, yeah.
I'm gonna be heavy. I'm gonna join you on the heavy, so be heavy, light, heavy. Maybe you'll go light. I don't know. I'm gonna go heavy. So this past weekend, I didn't celebrate Halloween because my friend was murdered at a Halloween party, and so my obsession is like making peace with people and just ending violence. I feel like if you're gonna get in a fight with somebody that you really don't like, it's not worth killing somebody. Maybe y'all, duke it out and y'all stop or call the police or be better yet, the bigger person and walk away. My friend was 29 years old. His name is Davion. And we have a GoFundMe page. You can look me up on Instagram at TrendyNerd23. We raised about $5,000. We're trying to get to $15,000. He died abruptly. He went out, didn't even really want to go out, but it was his brother's birthday. He went to turn up, and 2 people literally beat him to death. And so I couldn't go to work yesterday, and it's just been really hard for me. So I couldn't even celebrate Halloween with everybody. So my thought is just like, if there's somebody out there that you don't talk to, just make amends. Even if you don't be their friend again, my thought is just make peace with somebody because life is unpredictable, it's random, and my truth is like Davion, we had talked to forever, and something said call Davion, and I didn't call him last week, and then I got the news on Saturday that he didn't make it. So I'm just hoping that somebody will be inspired by this situation where you'll make peace with a family member, a friend, an ex, or whoever it is, and you just be the bigger person so that should God forbid something like this happen, everybody is at peace.
And just know if you don't die from it, you have a second chance at getting that, right?
Yeah. And if once again follow me, don't follow me, but look at me on TrendyNerd23. We have a GoFundMe page on there on my Facebook, Aaron Linden.
That was really inspiring. That was good.
Davion.
Damn, man, I got this one.
Rest in peace, Davion.
Jeffrey, just hold me down. Come on.
Light skin, y'all light skins.
My obsession.
I hate light skin.
Well, it's 2 things that I'm obsessed with. So I recently, I just got back from another trip traveling. I was in Beijing.
It's amazing.
It was amazing.
They say black people don't travel.
Right, it's black folks don't travel. I was in Beijing. It was amazing. But one thing I kind of started doing, it actually took place while I was in Beijing. So I am actually obsessed, number one, with the stock market. I started investing. So yeah, I started investing in the stock market, like reading, really learning, understanding stock. I have apps on my phone like every day. I'm like reading articles. I'm reading up on Warren Buffett.
Stash.com. Are you doing Stash?
Not on Stash. I use Personal Capital and the Merrill Edge app, and even the stock app that comes already preloaded on the iPhone.
Yeah.
I'm just always looking at stock. I've invested in 4 companies, but I have a watch list of about like 15 to 20,
Nice.
and I'm just really. Once you actually understand it, it's very interesting.
Yeah.
It's fun.
So
Yeah,
I'm really.
I'm risk averse, so
You know.
it takes a lot. It takes a lot.
Yeah, so again, I've invested in the stock market, and it's not an immediate thing. It's, it's a waiting game. It's definitely a waiting game.
And it's one of those things where and I have a financial planner. I've talked about this before.
I have one too.
Yeah, I mean, it's something that if you don't have one, you should reach
my
out to somebody
nerds.
about financial planning. It helps you make the right decisions.
Yeah.
And you don't gain sometimes you may not gain a ton of money. You get in what you put in.
Right.
So sometimes you don't gain a ton of money, but sometimes it's enough to get you through, a certain standpoint, and then you come out and then you pay your debt out, and then you go back in if you need to go back in. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about behaviors and creating that type of stuff. So
And then my second thing that I'm obsessed with this year, I love it every year. I'm really obsessed with Halloween. Yesterday was the 31st, today is November 1st. But
Show us your costume.
that's what I'm showing. So every year, my thing every year has become trying to figure out another way that I can be naked, but with a good costume. So last year I was Superman, but I had the S painted on my chest. The year before that I was Baywatch. I had the floaty and the red shorts and everything. So this year I was
Panda.
Man.
Panda.
If you would walk in the carnival in West Hollywood, you might have seen me out there.
He killed the y'all.
But if you missed it though, I got a little bit for
Show
you.
me
I get broad spots in Atlanta. Tristan Dobini shit, sipping fountain.
That was awesome.
I was the panda on the right, the one that ain't have. So I pretty much put body paint on my body. It was a lot of fun. It wasn't even as messy as I thought it was gonna be, but it was everybody like I could not walk 2 feet without people going panda. Like that's all it was.
That's
but
so
I had a
cute.
good time every year. I always say LA has the best Halloween.
I would agree. I live in New York. I live in New York
Right.
now,
Yeah.
and I don't think I ever do New York's.
What?
Again.
And New York is kind of turned up though.
It's
coming
New
from
York
that.
Halloween is
But-
scary.
I feel like New York and LA is turned
But the
up.
thing I did house like in New York,
But
it's like
not-
you have to
it's
do
not-
either a
it's too
house party.
concentrated.
Okay.
It's not concentrated enough.
It's like you have to do a house party or be in the club. You have to be indoors for New York.
Okay.
But LA, I was indoors at house parties. I was outdoor at the carnival. Like it was just,
Cause you got them rich friends in WeHo. Sound like
huh?
you got them rich friends in WeHo.
Nah.
It was just a good time Halloween with friends, just hanging out, just partying, and just.
I just want to say
it was good.
his timeline was like I couldn't celebrate because I was in my feelings, but I did go on Instagram and your timeline had me cry. I was like, "Yay, come on, Jeff!" I was
It
really
so
excited
funny.
to
My
watch
friends,
your
we all had
timeline.
some really good, really creative costumes.
It's pretty awesome.
Can't wait till next year to see what we do, but it was dope. So that was my session. All right, y'all. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being
Thank
here.
you.
Real quick, everybody, let them know where they can find you if you have anything coming up. What's going on?
So I am Derek Green, and that is my handle on Twitter and Instagram. You can also find me at Derek Green, DEREK Green. That's spelled just like the color. On Facebook, I am currently the lead in a web series called Logan. So please check it out. First episode is already out there on YouTube. YouTube Logan. Also find the next episode on ArtisticStandardTV.com. Your support is warranted. Please share with a friend. Thank you.
Woo.
Where can you find me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just on the block. No, I'm just kidding.
Like in green eyes. That's what my mama told me.
No, you can find me on Instagram. 2 Instagrams this week. Chloe_is_dead15 and Lush Life HG. Lush Life HG.
Was that spelling it out? What's Lush?
LUSHLIFE.
It ain't LYFE.
No, we thought about that too, and I had to tell her that was kind of no. But anyway, follow me, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
No.
I'm Aaron Bernard. I usually go by Aaron Linden on social media. You can find me on Facebook, Aaron Linden. That's LYNDON. And Aaron, by the way, is AARON because there's like E's and 2 R's, and so it's Aaron Linden on. Yeah. So and on what is it? Trendy Nerd 23, the number 2, number 3, on Instagram and Twitter, which I don't use, and that's it.
All right, y'all can find me on everything at Jeffro5, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, all of that good stuff. If you guys would like to come sit at the table, have a drink, conversation, email us, tacotalktuesday@gmail.com. Also, Taco Talk Tuesday is now on Apple Podcasts, so please download
Oh my
us,
gosh, awesome.
subscribe. Like, you can listen on the go. You don't always have to watch
Raise the
live
roof.
because I know commuting is a big thing. Just put in the earbuds, listen to us on the go.
Go
Yes.
Taco Talk Tuesday. Thank you guys for watching.
Panda,
Thank y'all
panda,
for being
panda,
here.
panda.
We'll see y'all next week on election night. Woo!